let's just kind of jump into it because the McIntosh Reserve is so important to Carroll County, and I'm fearful that a large number of people here either A, don't know much about it, or B, they don't take advantage of it and they don't participate. So tell us, let's just go with a basic description where it is, how large it is, and just give us a little general overview to start out, if you would.
All right. Well, this is a moving map in Carroll County, and we're really, really excited about that. McIntosh Reserve was once the Muskogee Creek native space where Chief McIntosh resided with his farm. And then it came into Georgia Power Land, and then it came to Carroll County as a park and a preservation. So the Friends are in existence for over 25 years now, and we are there to be committed to supporting cultural preservation and environmental protection in McIntosh. And it was originally 527 acres, and now it has grown in the last 5-6 years. The first parcel was 429 acres downstream that was attained through a GOSHA grant, which is Georgia Steward Outdoors program, that was funded and directed through Trust for Public Land. And then we grew it a little over 400 acres upstream, and we've continued to grow it further so that it is now currently 1,750 acres. So we've nearly tripled the size.
And when you say we grow it, that's mainly the Carroll County Commissioner purchasing additional property?
Correct. And through the help with Trust for Public Land, they've been an integral part in making that, facilitating that. And Carroll County and private donors have also stepped up to the plate to achieve that goal. And
the whole border, I assume, is along the Chattahoochee.
Correct. Yeah, it's several miles that we've attained. It keeps growing. We're trying to get up to Moore's Bridge. So Moore's Bridge is also, aside from the first 527 acres, is another 500 plus acres at Moore's Bridge Park. And there's a boat ramp there. And there's also a boat ramp.
I mean, it has a historical background.
It certainly does, and we don't want to forget that. Yeah. We do need to celebrate the achievements of Horace King. He was a renowned architect, bridge builder across the Southeast, and he built the original covered bridge there at Moore's Bridge.
Right.
And you can still see the remnants of it. There were 2 wooden bridges, and now you can see the steel bridge that used to be the connector down to Coweta County.
Good old Coweta.
Yeah.
You kind of touched on it, so let's stay on that for a minute. You mentioned it's a passive recreational reserve. What does that mean as opposed to
other alternatives?
Six Flags.
Right. It's a lot different from Six Flags, and we want to keep it that way. Where passive recreation means hiking, there's a lot of hiking trails, and there's a lot of growth for more trails to come with the growth in the size of the park. There's also kayaking, Trust for Public Land.
Kayaking on the Chattahoochee?
Yeah, that's right.
Really?
We are the takeout of the Camp and Paddle Trail, which is very exciting. It was developed by the Trust for Public Land. Christine Hassel put her energies into committing. You put in at Standing Peachtree, and there's Buzzard's Roost that's primitive camping, and then Campbellton Park, New Riverlands Park, which is a new park that was developed specifically for this in Chattahoochee Hills, and we're the takeout point for that trail. And there's been facilities built there with toilets and showers to accommodate those kayakers coming down the river. We've done, Friends of McIntosh has been involved with supporting Georgia Rivers and Trust for Public Land in float trips. So we've had 2 official float trips that celebrate that camp and paddle trail, and we're really excited about that.
Let's just kind of camp out, no pun intended, here for a little bit, because, if someone has got the family looking for something that's very cost affordable, this is really a very family friendly kind of reserve that gives you and the kids a lot to do, and you don't have to travel hundreds of miles to get there.
Right.
So if you've got a family of 4, you got all these kids, tell us more, besides the camping and being a passive recreational facility, what other things are available?
You can immediately, when you go in the park, especially if you're down at the river, there's a lot of bird watching, and that can be a really exciting and revealing experience. Something that I'm really proud of that Friends of McIntosh was able to achieve in the last 2 years. We got a Department of Natural Resource grant for sighting scopes and binoculars. So if you come join us on a bird walk, we can provide children and adults. We have both sizes of binoculars to be able to sight those birds. And every year we've got a bald eagle. We have a nest across from McIntosh Reserve on the other side of the river. And this year there were 2 eaglets born, and we had Bob Sargent from the Department of Natural Resources come out for a walk and talk presentation. We had a great crowd of participants. We had binoculars, we had sightings, and that was really exciting to see the 2 jumping in the nest, being fed. So that would be one thing. Of course, the obvious primitive camping. And something else that I think is really popular among the equestrian folks is our horseback riding and the trails that we provide for that.
Yeah, I want to get a little more to the horses, but I'm not sure that everybody listening understands that we have a bald eagle nesting that close to McIntosh, just across the river. That may be news to a good number of people that the southern bald eagles are around here.
Yeah, and when they fledge, they're hunting the Chattahoochee River, and I'll speak also for Birds Georgia. The Chattahoochee River is a huge corridor for the migratory birds through the state of Georgia. And preserving that corridor is essential for their life and well-being. And something else that we want to complement that with is more native plants, more grasses and things for them to nestle in and thrive in that produce food for them.
I tell you what, let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk about the horses down at McIntosh and how popular, extremely popular that is. But let's first take a quick break. We'll be back with more with Alyson Stober after this.
Imagine a place where every heartbeat is monitored with the utmost care, where emergencies are met with swift attention, and where cutting-edge technology enables precise and timely treatments. At Tanner Health, every patient's journey is a testament to resilience, a story of strength, healing, and hope. We go beyond treatment to redefine what compassionate care truly means. That's Tanner Health. That's care redefined. Learn more at tanner.org.
Good morning. Welcome back. I'm Steve Gredick, your host. We very pleased to have in studio for her first appearance, and hopefully many more to come, Alyson Stober, president of Friends of McIntosh Reserve. The thing, whenever you look at the website or you hear about McIntosh Reserve, within a second or two, you're hearing about horses. Tell us about the horse trails and why this is so welcoming to people who are, my sister would say equestrians, and I would say horse people.
Well, it's probably really one of the most closest for those that are in the area with horses to come and just get on a trail and go. And so I think that's a favorite. I know they can do that over at Chattahoochee Bend State Park as well, but that's always been something that the horse folks have enjoyed, having that kind of open land, freedom roam.
Well, a lot of acreage, too.
And a lot of
I mean,
acreage.
they may have a 40-acre horse farm, but, you've got 1,000+ acres at this point.
Yeah, Saturdays are full of horses and horse
I think,
rides and such.
and I still want to stay on this because I guess, to me, that it's so important to reflect upon the fact that this is in our backyard, if you will, and you don't have to travel far, you don't have to spend a lot of money, you don't, and you've got this right here. You don't have to sit down and plan a big long trip somewhere.
Well, and something we've really been interested in doing and have built a relationship with the University of West Georgia. You can go in any direction. If you're in an art class, there's plenty to draw, see, moving water, rocks, the view, and then there's geology is, an interesting component to study in the park. The biology, the plant flora, and we've this last year we've done a citizen science project with the beech tree and the Sierra Club, studying the beech trees with the plague that they are, the beech blight that they're dealing with. It's a native tree that's struggling. And then we've also tried to reintroduce, just this year, some chestnut trees. So if you come into the park, you'll immediately see some trees that are contained around some metal webbing to keep the deer off them while they get established. So we're really excited to try to reintroduce the chestnut tree in the park as well.
Okay, you just stepped into the fun part, animals. What kind of animals can you possibly see down there at McIntosh?
Well, deer is an obvious,
yeah.
And the eagles.
That's pretty strong.
And the bird species, I think if we can get more, our direction under Kent Johnston, he's our new parks director. We're really excited to have him.
We've had Ken on before.
And he's huge into native plants, and so we're learning, we're capturing seeds just to spread that joy around in now 1,750 acres. So just increasing the native species, the plant flora, and that's going to be a real opener for more species to come in and call home.
I assume that, we haven't used the word education, but this is really an educational opportunity.
We are all about education, and you can be educated on our walk and talks. I learn something every time we have a walk and talk. Our next walk and talk is October 18th.
Okay.
It's under Georgia Rocks, and Bill
Georgia Rocks. Okay, got it.
Bill Witherspoon. He's a geologist, very well known. He's going to come speak to us about the geology of the area.
It's a marketing person everywhere, I suppose.
Yes.
Anyway, okay, October 18th. Kind of zone in, if you will, on the walking trails and Georgia Rocks and the educational aspect of this. I mean, we want to get away from the hubbub and the growth of Metro Atlanta and just get a little. There's probably nothing more powerful than being out in the woods. And
McIntosh is a great place for that.
Yeah.
One of my favorite spots is Council Bluff. You can go on top of there and sit at Council Bluff and just listen to the shoals of the Chattahoochee. And it's quite soothing.
Well, that's just good mental health.
Exactly.
If you will. Okay, camping. How is the camping situation laid out at McIntosh?
So you can camp along the river, and I think that's a real popular spot to be. I think they've got several. They're marked, and there's a camper there, I'd say almost every night. And you can overnight there. And
well, are we talking about kind of rustic camping, or are we talking about driving the big old honking RV up?
no RVs.
RVs.
There's no hookups.
No hookups.
No.
It's primitive.
Yes, it's very primitive. It's campfire contained tents typically. It's just getting back into nature kind of aspect. And that's the way we'd like to keep it. That is a floodplain, so that's something to keep in mind, that it has been flooded before. That whole field down there, if you're familiar with McIntosh, has been covered in water in years past. In 2008 flood, it was totally inundated. It moved the earth. So.
But McIntosh also has pavilions. It has these shelters. And I think there's even a little water park kind of situation or something.
The water park is obsolete.
Okay.
There was some maintenance issues there, so that has been not removed, but it does not run anymore.
But we do have pavilions. So
We do have pavilions.
Special events.
They are for fees. There's weddings down there, which is a beautiful
Really?
place to have. The cabin is a replica of Chief William McIntosh's cabin that he was living in at the time when he was in the park. And then there are pavilions throughout the park that family reunions and other events take place.
I hope before this year's out, being the 200th anniversary of Carroll County, we can do a whole program on Chief McIntosh, because we start talking about it.
It's a long story.
It's a very long and fascinating
Complicated,
story,
yeah.
and complicated.
Yeah.
That's a good word for it. It really is. But I would invite anybody to jump in if you don't know who Chief William McIntosh is, and his murder and his burial there
Right.
at the replica of his house. A remarkable story.
A pretty accurate book, if you're interested in diving into that, is The Truth About Chief William McIntosh. And the author, he lives in Atlanta, and
Really?
he's done a lot of research and collaboration with the Muskogee Creek Nation to get the facts straight,
Wow.
because there is a lot of controversy around
Oh, sure.
how he operated, but he was an amazing negotiator.
Well, we haven't talked much about your organization, and as we run out of time, we need to. Friends of McIntosh, how was it established? What are some of its goals?
So we were established in 2001, and we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. You can visit us at friendsofmcintoshreserve.org for all of our programming, but we are geared around protecting the environment, preserving the Chattahoochee River corridor, and educating the public about it through our walk and talk programs. And that's our number one priority as an organization. So we encourage you to come out and visit with us, see the park, learn something, and enjoy the peace and quiet along the river.
I guess a pretty large organization, or welcome new members? Or?
Always welcoming. We've had great leadership throughout our existence. Folks that are really concerned about the outdoors and protecting it and educating folks about it. So we've had a lot of members throughout the years, and we wouldn't be here without them for sure.
Annual dues, or how much?
They're $10.
$10.
Yep.
So you haven't heard about inflation, have you?
We try to keep it reasonable because we want all to be welcome and not be detained by the monetary
struggles of life.
Yes. It's something that we've just picked up recently is we'll find a book about nature and we'll purchase it and donate it to the local library. And that's usually a children's book. It could be talking about culture. This year it was Remember. But we've had some nature books as well, so we like that component to contribute to the children.
We'll take our second break, and we'll be back with more with the president of Friends of McIntosh Reserve after these words.
Imagine a place where every heartbeat is monitored with the utmost care, where emergencies are met with swift attention, and where cutting-edge technology enables precise and timely treatments. At Tanner Health, every patient's journey is a testament to resilience, a story of strength, healing, and hope. We go beyond treatment to redefine what compassionate care truly means. That's Tanner Health. That's care redefined. Learn more at tanner.org.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Community Voice. We're very pleased to have in studio for the first time ever. Somehow this has been overlooked and won't be overlooked again, I tell you that much. Friends of McIntosh Reserve, Alyson Stober, president. Okay, so you're listening and you live in our listening area. How do you get there? What's the best way? What are some of the directions? They say, I want to go to McIntosh Reserve. How do I get there?
Well, if you're in Whitesburg, which is really close, you just head east or west on Highway 5, and you turn left there.
How many miles out Highway 5?
I'd say it's about 2 miles.
That's all?
Or 4
so
at the
basically,
most.
if you can find Whitesburg, you can find McIntosh.
Yeah, you can.
But now you come in through Highway 5 from the west side also.
Right.
You don't have to necessarily go all the way there.
You don't.
Yeah.
And if you're coming from Carrollton, you can come down alternate 27, which is Highway 16, or you can go down 27 south and cut cross country to 5.
Hang a left on 5.
Right.
Okay. So easy to get to.
Very easy to get to. You do go through a small neighborhood area, which might be a little obscure. You're not sure you're going the right direction, but then it'll open up. There's great signage there, and it's you just kind of drop off into peace.
And there are fees for usage, but they seem to be very reasonable. Correct?
Yeah, it's $5 for entry into the park, or you can get a park pass, which I highly encourage because that allows you to go to all of Carroll County's parks for all year.
And that's
It's a year.
$50.
Correct. Yeah. And we have 6 parks, so you can cover a lot of ground.
But
for
McIntosh
sure.
is the best, right?
McIntosh is the best, and it's the biggest.
1,750 acres and growing.
And growing, yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, again, we're going to run out of time. Anything that we didn't cover that you'd like to mention?
Visit our website, friendsofmcintoshreserve.org. We also have a Facebook and Instagram page. Come visit us, join us for $10. Thank you for joining us, Steve, today. Appreciate your membership.
I can barely afford it, but I pulled it off.
And it's all to protect the Chattahoochee River corridor and what it can provide and educate us with.
Again, before we go, do we get many classrooms of kids that come down? And
that's on our list. We really want to wrap in, like I said earlier, the college community in the education abilities there, and even the lower grades, K through 12. It's a great place. What
has been your kind of, and other members of the Friends of McIntosh, because we mentioned kind of tongue-in-cheek about, the mental health of it all, but when you can regularly get away and you can get in the woods and you can be surrounded by the beauty and the expansive beauty of McIntosh Reserve, it really does give you a sense of peace, does it not?
Oh, it sure does. And that's one of the mottos from Trust for Public Land is for mental health. And it is proven scientifically that nature helps with clearing your mind and your thoughts when you spend time in it.
And just be thankful that we're in Carroll County and not in Gwinnett, DeKalb, Cobb, etc., where there is nothing like this.
Right. There really isn't. It's a gem that we have in the whole corridor of the Chattahoochee. There is the Chattahoochee Nature Center on the north side of Atlanta, but it's not as primitive and exclusive and
it
expansive.
Seems like the Carroll County Commission is really dedicated to.
They have been, and we appreciate their support for sure.
And for many years.
Yes.
For some reason, they just really have embraced McIntosh, seems like.
Yes, and we do appreciate that from the commission.
And so we can throw rocks across the river at Coweta and say, look at us. All right. I don't know if that's appropriate, but anyway, who cares? But anyway, thank you for coming in. And we've got the website, and everything's there on the website, right?
Yes, yeah. Just click on our calendar, and you'll see our events. And it's forever changing, so click it often and come visit us and join us. We'd love to have you.
And if you've never been to McIntosh, just take an afternoon, take a day, take a few hours, and just drive down there and just and just experience it for yourself. And you can do that by yourself. I mean, just check it out.
That's right.
Just go check it out.
Just go check it out. Come see us.
Well, thank you, Alyson, for coming in, and we hope to have you back on a regular basis, and particularly as McIntosh grows and all the worthwhile goals of the Friends of McIntosh Reserve has. And it's very unique, and sometimes when you live locally, you tend to overlook the uniqueness of some of your things that are local. They're right in your face.
Right.
And you go, oh, yeah, well, that's nice, no big deal. Well, it's actually a huge deal. So,
it is.
Again, well, thank you to Alyson Stober, president of Friends of McIntosh Reserve. Our program this morning is on Facebook Live and our YouTube channel, so you can share it and view it there. And we thank you for listening. Thank you to our sponsor. Make it a great weekend. God bless our troops. You're in tune to WLBB Carrollton.